March of 2007, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and it had spread to the lymph nodes. So I went to the oncologist, and what they recommended for me in the States was just that I could do one thing, and I was there in the office with all the patients, and the patients just seemed lifeless and without hope, so I knew in my heart I couldn't go the route that they had recommended for me. So instead I chose to go a nutritious route, and I came to a clinic for nutrition only, and I was on an organic diet, an organic vegan diet, and did juices and Laetrile, and I followed that for 1 year. I felt great, however the tumor continued to increase. So I knew that in addition to the nutrition, I needed something else. So I went to God in prayer, I asked for direction, and I had very specific requests. So I was speaking to a relative, and I said to him, wouldn't it be great if there were a hospital where first they believed in God and acknowledged the great physician, and second, that all the doctors knew the best of both conventional and alternative methods, and thirdly, that they knew the importance of nutrition. And he just smiled real big. He said, I know just the place. And I just said, you do? He said, it's the Oasis of Hope Hospital in Tijuana. So I was thrilled. I was so thankful that my specifics were all there and answered. So I checked it out. My husband and I made an appointment, and we came here in May of 2008. And at that time, I remember coming through the doors of this hospital, and the peace that just came over me in walking into this place was put any fear or any thought of what am I doing here just to rest. I just knew that this was the place I was supposed to be in. The doctors prescribed for me an IRT therapy and plus chemo, and what that meant was I was to receive chemo treatments, 6 of them, and then in addition to that, the other treatments that they gave me were to boost my immune system and to help me to stay strong and fight with the chemo. On my third, how they worked that was I decided to come once a month, and I stayed a week each month for 6 treatments. However, on the third visit here at the hospital, they took a CAT scan, and the CAT scan results showed no tumor. My body was completely clean. So we were all rejoicing and thankful, but I did complete the entire 6 treatments. The hospital, there's just so many wonderful, special things about this place, about being here instead of somewhere else. They have chapel services every morning, volunteers that work at the hospital, in addition to people from surrounding churches that happen to be coming into the hospital, would just come into my room, would just want to see how I was doing, would want to know if I'd like prayer. Also, the food at this hospital is delicious. They have a buffet spread, an organic buffet spread 3 times a day, and it's like coming on holiday almost, being at this place. The staff, the entire staff at the hospital are all very caring and compassionate and concerned with each individual, and they go out of their way to help anything that comes up. I'm just so grateful for this hospital, and I'm really grateful for the country of Mexico that they allow this hospital to be here. I'm thankful to the entire staff for their compassion to me, and I'm really thankful to God for the healing that He allows to go on in this place. I recommend the Oasis of Hope for anyone.